Coming up tonight on YCU, a routine traffic stop turns into an arrest of a fugitive. A new park is planned for Newport to honor an influential 19th century author. And we'll get an inside look at the West Lebanon Feed and Supply Store. With more news and weather, stay tuned. It's time for YCU, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region and central Vermont. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that's happening in our area. The news on YCU, your local view.
Hi, Dave Carmichael here with you on YCU. What began as a routine traffic stop for speeding on Interstate 91 in Springfield early Monday ended in a drug bust that netted a fugitive sought by Massachusetts authorities since summer of 2010. 33-year-old Miguel Funetti has a criminal record that shows numerous addresses in the Bronx over the years, along with a long string of arrests on drug and assault charges. He was the passenger in a car which was pulled over at 1 a.m. Monday after Vermont State Police clocked him at 75 miles per hour. Funetti initially gave police a fake name and claimed that the Social Security card made out to Miguel Funetti actually belonged to his brother, who was incarcerated. Police arrested him when they found an active arrest warrant for skipping out on probation for a felony conviction of cocaine possession with intent to distribute in Braintree, Massachusetts. Police also found 3 grams of cocaine hidden in his pants. One new member was all it took to reverse a prior decision as the Hartford Select Board decided to borrow as much as $500,000 to pay for renovations and an addition to the West Hartford Library. Before the town meeting in March, the board narrowly voted to forego borrowing the money passed by voters last year. Instead, they opted to pay for the large chunk of money of the project, which is budgeted for $750,000, by tapping undesignated fund dollars. Norwich residents wanting to take a refreshing dip on a hot day in the town's swimming hole are likely to be out of luck for a second consecutive summer. Town manager Neil Fulton said this week the project to rebuild the town's swimming hole dam that was partially destroyed by Tropical Storm Irene in 2011 is progressing slowly because of environmental concerns by the State Agency of Natural Resources that's holding the town's quest to receive the necessary building permits. A hemp bill is before the Vermont House Agricultural Committee today. It would allow the state to issue permits for growing hemp, which the federal government considers illegal. Hemp comes from the same plant as marijuana, but it's raised differently. Supporters say there is little risk that it would be diverted to drug trade, and it has multiple uses, such as heating fuel and fabric or rope material. The committee chair says the issue could end up with a challenge to the federal ban. The Vermont State House of Representatives has approved a bill decriminalizing the possession of an ounce or less of marijuana. The bill reduces the punishment to a civil fine. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Richard Sears says he thinks the bill will get similar support in the Senate. New Hampshire state officials say the state's unemployment dipped 0.1 of a point last month to 5.7%. That's still nearly 2 full points below the national average, but the number of employed residents of New Hampshire in March increased only 20 from February. The Vermont State Substance Abuse Treatment Programs could see new stress once more people have health insurance under the federal health overhaul. But experts say Vermont has 2 factors going for it. Many residents are insured already, and strong requirements that insurers cover mental health and substance abuse services. Newport, New Hampshire native Sarah Josepha Hale is known to most everyone as the woman who persuaded President Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a national holiday. Though significant, that accomplishment, which was achieved after a letter-writing campaign to 5 presidents over the course of 17 years, it only scratches the surface of what Hale achieved during her lifetime. Now, thanks to an anonymous donation, residents and visitors to Newport will be able to learn more about the achievements of the influential 19th century author and editor in a new park planned on the grounds of the Richards Free Library. The planning board recently approved the site plan for the park construction, and it is likely to begin as early as June. After the break, we'll learn about some Mascoma Bank insurance services.
The YCU News continues in a moment.